Hello and good afternoon. This is Lisa Wilson. Do we have anyone on the line today? All right. Well, I want to go ahead and begin to speak about the great opportunity that we have with Miss Stevie Asia Mills and the opportunity to speak on my chapter in the book. And I want to talk about some of the great things that are available for you if you are looking at completing money and finances. But we want to give it just a couple minutes just to make sure that we have everyone available and online. So just bear with us just for a couple minutes.
Hi, Lisa, it's Stevie. Whenever you're ready to go ahead and start, and we'll wrap up about 12:25.
Okay, that sounds wonderful, Miss Stevie. I do appreciate that. Again, my name is Lisa Wilson. I am one of the co-authors that had a great opportunity in co-writing a book with Miss Stevie Asia Mills, and my chapter speaks about money and finances. And what I want to talk about today is just a piece from the book and preparing yourself for becoming financially wealthy. When we look at becoming financially wealthy, first of all, we must discuss what is wealth. Wealth has a different meaning for all people. And when you're looking at wealth and you're thinking about how the wealthy handle their income and their finances, it starts with the way that you think. First of all, you must be able to think about, how you were brought up to handle money. When you look at money and you look at how you work things today, we have to go back to our childhood and think, how did our parents manage their finances? How did they manage in paying bills? So what I want to do is just to give you just a couple of thoughts when you're thinking about that to begin to prepare to become wealthy in your finances. First of all, do a little research on your past, even interviewing your parents and finding out, how did they manage their money? Were they very strict in managing their money? Were they very frugal? Or were they not as responsible in handling money and therefore dealt with more debt? When you discover your past and how you thought about money and finances, that's going to contribute to how you think about money today. Now, today, when we're working with money, once we have discovered that, then we have to decide what do we want our goals to look like and how are we going to prepare our budgets and things of that nature. So when you're looking at your finances, the first step is to have a plan. And in order to have a plan, you have to think about what debt that you have currently. So it is always good to have a budget. A budget will help you lay out what you have by writing out all of your bills and all of your debt. And then from there, you can identify what you want to pay every month toward those bills, and then identify what income you have coming in and calculate all the debt that you have going out. Hopefully, and yes, hopefully, the debt going out is lower than what you have coming in. If it's not, then what we have to do is to either look at accumulating additional income or look at decreasing your current debt. Now, when we're looking at our debt and we're looking at the possibility of decreasing debt, we must think about what it is that is more important. What is it that's a necessity that you need to pay every month, and then what is it that is not as necessary or as important that you have a debt, and those are the things that we look at the possibility of eliminating. And when you have your budget plan, you figure out what you want to pay every month toward these items, and then you're able, once you pay down your debt, you have enough money to either think about investing into an account that will pay you, whether it's a savings account, whether it is a 401k savings account, or whether it is even possibly into something that's going to bring additional income your way. So the more that you have available, the more that you can invest into other areas, or you can take that additional access that you have and pay additional towards your credit card bills or whatever you have. So we have to think differently, and one of the other ways of thinking differently is to spend less. So we talked about, let me recap for just a moment. We talked about, number one, thinking about how you think about money by looking at how your parents thought about money or how you were brought up to think about money, and analyzing that. You understand what kind of spender or saver you are. Number two, you want to create a budget. A budget will help you be able to manage your finances better. It lets you look at the entire picture and understand what it is that you have that you're paying toward every month. And it will also help you stay on target with your finances, so you always have some type of extra amount each month. And then that extra amount each month, once you have paid all of your bills, you can go forth and either invest in a 401k, which will allow you to pay yourself back and prepare yourself for your future and your retirement, and or you can invest that in a savings account while you're also checking the interest rates and making sure that those rates are good for you. And right now the rates on savings accounts are not fantastic. So either a 401k is a great opportunity, or mutual funds or even a CD would be an opportunity to invest that additional funds in. And or you can take, thirdly, that money and pay it more towards your debt to pay that down more, so that you have more readily cash available to invest into other items. So those are the three that I really want to focus on, and I want you to, hopefully if you're writing them down, think about how you spend your money or how you manage your money based off of the way that you grew up. Secondly, prepare a budget that will help you look at the entire picture of what you're paying out every month, as well as what you have coming in. And then thirdly, take the additional funds that you may have, hopefully some of this is included in your budget, and invest in yourself by investing in either a savings account, by investing in a 401k, mutual fund, or CD. And those are the three tips that I really want to focus on this afternoon, and making sure that you're preparing yourself to accumulate wealth. Are there any questions at all on the line?
Wow, that was awesome. I'm sitting here trying to live toast. You know how I do. Live toast and everything. That was really, really, really amazing. And, yeah. You really rocked that, and I am so excited about your chapter in the book, because it talks about just really the mindset of wealth. We have to prepare ourselves mentally in order to really tap into wealth. You know, we have to look at those mindsets, like you were saying about your parents and your family, because if they were heavy spenders and you're trying to save, then that's not going to be conducive.
Yes, because, Stevie, everybody wants to have a wealthy financial setup, if you will, but the challenge that we have is that we don't understand why we can't get there. And sometimes it comes from our past. Sometimes it also comes from not doing a budget. And then thirdly, it comes from not being able to invest in your future. And when you have an emergency, you don't have the funds available to be able to take care of those types of situations. So it is imperative that, you know, we take time to prepare ourselves for wealth and think differently. And sometimes we can't get there because we don't know where we have come from. So I do appreciate the opportunity so much.
You are very, very welcome. Now, do you have any final words that you want to deliver before we wrap it up?
Actually, my final words would be start now, because sometimes we put off tomorrow what we can do today. And we really, if we want to get to that next level in our finances, we got to start today. And we got to look at, that budget is so important, and knowing where you're going. And a lot of people, believe it or not, don't even manage their money on a budget. They just pay it out as the bill comes. And we have to know what it is that we owe. And, also just a thought while you were saying that, we have to look at the interest rates that we're paying. If we have car loans or student loans or mortgages and the interest rates are high, it may be a time to look at refinancing that and decreasing that interest rate if it's going to make a difference in your income or your monthly amount that you're paying out every month, and then pay additional towards your principal. And the only way that we can do that is to budget, and know what we have and think differently. It's not just when you get the money, spend it on anything, but invest in things that's going to be worthwhile to your future. So that would be my final.
Wow. Well, thank you. We know that you are busy, moving and shaking in your day, and you came by just to help us to celebrate the book and celebrate our chapters, and just really appreciate you a lot, Miss Lisa. Thank you.
I appreciate the time. Thank you, Miss Stevie. Yes, today I'm actually out investing in my future. So I'm creating more income to add to my future and build my legacy. So I know if I can do it, anybody can do it. So thank you so much, Stevie.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
All right. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody.
Go ahead.
And I was just saying that Mother's Day is fast approaching, and it would be a fantastic gift to give to a mother, especially young mothers that's out here, and even older women such as myself that are out here trying to build their own legacy and their own business foundation. It's a great inspiration. So that would be a great gift. I just wanted to add that piece.
Awesome. I love it. And I think that, let's see. Nellie said she's on the call. Nellie, if you are on the call, then just say something to us, because I'm not sure what number you are calling from. And if I have muted you, then also inbox me and let me know. But until that time, we shall continue our conversation. But yeah, that is definitely awesome gift idea. But I'm just excited. This book is going to empower, inspire, educate, and motivate women and men by equipping them with the tools to succeed. And that is something where I am just dynamically pleased, because that's my life mission. That is my mission and the mission of many of the women. So, Lisa, tell them a little bit more about what you do while I am trying to work behind the scenes to find Miss Nellie.
Well, actually for me, this is Lisa Wilson again. I actually left corporate about 20 years ago, and I started working for myself. All the energy and things of that nature is wonderful to put into a company, but you want to think about, what are you doing for yourself? The company gave me a lot of a great life, but I want to start building a legacy for my daughter. So what I actually started doing was to get into network marketing as well as affiliate marketing, and then a coach and mentor as well. So I actually have 3. And I went sore on that one. I got 3 incomes coming in, residual incomes coming in, that's going to help me with building my dreams for my family. And the thing about it, I love what I do. And without Miss Stevie Asia Mills coming into my life, I thank God for her every day because she is such a visionary, and her insight and foresight is incredible. I've done mentoring with her as well, and in the mentoring, it just helps me identify, the areas that I'm growing in and the areas that I can improve in. And Stevie also suggesting different tools and things to help me go further in my business is awesome. It's awesome. I think that session was called In the Mind of Stevie Asia Mills. So I appreciate her and I appreciate the opportunity. So that's just my background and what I'm doing today. Stevie, are you back on with us? I don't know if she's still, I know she's working behind the scenes.
Yes, I'm about to unmute some of the lines because I still can't find Miss Nellie, but she says she's here. That's what happens. You got to continue the journey. I wrote about that on my Facebook this morning. Continue the journey, y'all, and we're going to continue the journey to find Miss Nellie Wosu because we know she has something to say. Hold on one second. Hello, is this Miss Nellie? Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Is this Nellie?
Hello, can
Hello?
you hear me?
We can. Is
Hello?
this Nellie? Hello?
Yes, can you hear me, Stevie?
Yes, we hear you.
All right, I'm here. I've been here for a long time. Can you hear me good?
Yes, I know that you were saying a different area code. I have to tell you the area code actually came up. We had to unmute some lines to find you, but we're here. We're here.
All right, very good, and good day, everyone. I hope everyone is having an exceedingly great day and things are going well, and I am just, as always, overwhelmed by the things that Stevie is able to do to help others. That is essential. That is an essential piece of being significantly successful in life, and that is the desire and the actual ability and the walking in helping someone else get there. And Stevie does that as like she knows how to just take in oxygen without any effort on her own. So that's a very, very good thing. And as this wonderful lady, I didn't catch her name, that was just speaking about, doing things a certain way, doing things to empower yourself and your family, to break away from some of the constricting binds that we have in life that holds us captive to same old, just going through the motions. The chapter that I contributed to the It Factor, it's a must-have principle known as lifestyle balance. What is lifestyle balance? I don't know, because so often we're going around in a tailspin, we cannot even gain balance to doing anything. Men as well as women, we're overly loaded, bogged, besieged, befuddled with stuff, and things are often out of balance. Our relationships with ourselves, with our Lord, with our children, with our colleagues. We can't focus. We're, walking in and out of rooms, not certain what we came in there for. Was that just my new thing of moving towards 2 nickels, which is 55? Maybe that's a personal thing for me. I'm not really sure. But the one thing I do know that is essential if we're going to have an ability to captivate and walk in the It Factor is lifestyle balance. The chapter details, I took an analogy from the work of the great artist Michelangelo. And you said, Michelangelo? Yes. His work, David, it shows David on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. This work was done way back when, in the 1500s. It took several years to get it done. I'm a minister. I've been a minister for a long time. And essentially, lifestyle balance will come down to one principle that is above and all that I believe, and that is the relationship with your Creator. Now, we can have a number of things to do on our agenda. It's overly packed. Do we schedule time to check in with the true CEO of our lives, even regarding how we should approach something such as this call? There are people listening on this call who need to really get an understanding about their personal lifestyle balance. So it is good for me to realize that and to start with the essential piece. You know, we vibrate often in life. You know, we're settled, but we're not settled, and people can see the eyes darting, the concern about not being sure about what you're doing. You may have started a new job, a new endeavor, a new enterprise. You may be opening up your business for the first time. But did you get all that you need to give? Did you get all you need to give? I didn't say did you get all you need to have. See, it's about giving. Life is about giving. And that is the only and the greatest way I believe that we can achieve lifestyle balance. It's about giving of yourself and giving of your time, to know when to and what to give to whomever. And we achieve that by going inward. We're able to become more effective in the receiving of the benefits of our endeavors when we stop for a moment and say, what is it I want to give? It's like this. What do you bring to the table, to the feast of life, to all of these entrepreneurial endeavors? What are you bringing? Let's not just try to rush to the table to become an entrepreneur, to have money, to wake up when we want to da-da-da. Because you will find when you're going to be successfully walking in your it factor that you will have to know what you want to receive from it. And what you want to receive from it is what I would hope to be the same thing you want to give. Because what you have need of, that is what you will give of. If you need some patience, if you need to understand how your clients are feeling, then sit with them and go with them through their day. Ask them what they have need of. How can you do something for them? Just this past weekend, I spoke to a wonderful group of women, women of wisdom in Concord, North Carolina, headed by Evangelist Lucille Spears. And after the word was promoted and progressed and received, there was one little very demure woman. And she came to me and she said, what can I do for you? And I was like, wow. Everyone was wonderful, but, you know, that told me something about her. She's more interested in helping someone achieve balance because I gave out a lot. Now, this is not about me, but this may cause you to think in your next opportunity to succeed on someone, How are you going to assist them in achieving a lifestyle balance? And, honey, it goes beyond the M35, you know, the Maseratis, you know, the Jags, the BMWs, and that's more than a black man working. I don't know where we came up with that foolishness from, because black men have always been working, and they work to work with us, hopefully, and successfully, too. So that's another topic for discussion at a later time. But, again, the ability to achieve your lifestyle balance starts when you stop. Starts when you stop. The ability for you to achieve your lifestyle balance starts when you stop. To take a moment and to effectively assess what it is you're trying to do for your client. How are you going to achieve your client's goals in helping them get to the next level? When you make that decision to focus on them beyond the invoice that you will send to them, then you're going to be beneficial to them. People, like we're in this virtual world. It's a beautiful platform, but it is covert at best at times. We're hiding behind a mask that is invisible. Yes, we're hiding behind a mask that is invisible because people don't know what we look like when we're talking. You don't know what I'm wearing. You don't know where I just came from. I could have just crawled out of bed, but no, I'm sitting here in a pair of jeans and my flip-flops, and I ran in the house and changed my shoes and put the flip-flops on and had to get here to be on this call. And I thought to myself, oh, how apropos is this? My lifestyle all of a sudden has become that of frenzied momentum. I don't like the frenzied part because when we're thrust into a new environment and atmosphere, we're sort of like, whoa, we have to get stable. We have to get still and just calm down and check in with our CEO if we're going to get ourselves in a position to be able to position the next best thing for the ones that we come to serve. And I'm here to serve humanity the best way I can, the best way that our Creator, my Creator, has defined the lane for me to serve in. It's not a competition with someone else. It's not a competition even with myself. It's a competition that was already won a very, very, very long time ago. We're just running the race. We're just going through another day successfully. Significant success. I don't always like the term success. I've been known to say that a lot because success can be fleeting. But we're going to look towards achieving significant success that will help propel someone in their lane to achieve a proper and good lifestyle balance. Unplug, release, reflect, go in and stop to take a look-see at how you'll be able to effectively, without fail, without worry, someone else to garner and hold on to for the period of time that they're to hold on to that lifestyle balance. And know that as we advance in the line of maturity, the attributes change. We know how to flow in a different environment. Wisdom is imperative for lifestyle balance. I believe now that you've been enabled through this vessel to reflect upon what is significant in achieving your lifestyle balance in order for you to effectively uplift and encourage and inspire someone else to work and walk their it factor. There's a book authored by Stevie Aisha Mills, Cultivating Your It Factor. It's chock full of information, real stories from real people. This is not an infomercial. This is the truth. I know because I was one of those that have been included. And that wasn't by chance. That was divinely ordained. And I'm Minister Nellie Wosu. And I encourage you to cultivate your it factor. Get a hold of Stevie through Facebook, and you can check her at her website. There's something today that you've been waiting on. Do you have the ability to know that you've been just served with what you ordered? I am the encouraging one, and I'm so happy to welcome you into cultivating your it factor to assist another in achieving their lifestyle balance. And in that, you have already attained your own. Thank you so much for this time and this opportunity. I appreciate listening to you How could you say you're listening to me, you may wonder? I hear your heart. I'm smiling now. As I sat down, I was not smiling. I was, as I say, frenzied. But it's good now. It's a better and greater day because I believe I've made a significant contribution in cultivating my own it factor. And now I have a better lifestyle balance today. I'm out for now. Look forward to hearing more about what's going on. We have a pre-launch for this book. Get it for someone else, and then get a copy for yourself, too. Thanks so much and be well. Remember to encourage someone else today, including yourself. Thank you, Stevie, and thank you to your listeners.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, my gosh. Whew. I'm just going to, I can't even say that right now. The queue is open, star 6 to get on the line, because I know so many of you feel like I do right now. Again, star 6 to get into the queue, and we'll take some questions and answers. But, Lisa, are you still on the line with us?
I am here. Yes, I am. My Lord have mercy. Miss Nellie, oh my, awesome. And she talked about wisdom is an essential part of life balance. Oh my goodness. I just want to know if she can just elaborate on how wisdom plays into that, if I can ask that.
Yes, you can. You know, back in the day when Grandma would make a stew out of whatever was left from the previous meal in the refrigerator, and she would get those things, those vegetables, the meat, maybe boil the bone, slice the turkey more, boil it, put a little seasoning. He'd be like, "What you making, Grandma?" He'd be making nothing but some mush. And she would slowly cook that thing all day long. Start early. That's what we're doing. We're starting early. And by 4:30, you couldn't stand it. You running in there, "Can I have some? Can I have some?" No, go sit down and wait. Wisdom is not always achieved overnight. But if you wait till tomorrow to eat that stew, it is beyond savory. It is rich. And the further you get through the week sampling that stew, it becomes more. That is why I started off with the 2 nickels, 55. I've always had some kind of insight. I didn't select it. It was given to me. But today, I am thankful for the stew that has been set before me. A good meal is never rushed. And when people come to sit at the table to sup with me, just like we need to take time to sit at the table and sup with our Father, He imparts that wisdom. And we as other 55s and beyond and so on and so forth, and all levels of age, when we sit and wait, we can receive that. Because it's not to say that a 55 or better is not just barely cooked. You know what I'm saying? There's something coming when we wait, when we yearn, when we are expectant to receive a good meal. And today, good meal has been served. Good meal is served through every woman that has poured out her experiences in this cultivating your it factor. Stevie is a old young woman, and she has been given a wisdom to help somebody else get there too. I hope that answers your question significantly. I feel that. and being inspired by these women, even virtually so, has made a unique difference in how I cultivate my it factor. We talk about the principles that are required. I reread my story today for this contribution that I made. I've changed a great deal in the past 2 months. I look forward to the sequel to this book.
I'm speechless. I'm just honored and blessed and thankful. I am. I posted a very transparent post on my page earlier today, and I just want to encourage people to continue the journey. The journey is somewhere where you when you're in the midst of it, and God does. I always tell people to continually turn the pages. And it's funny because this is the first book that I have ever had my words in. And I think I know God gave me that quote. God has already written your biography. All you have to do is continually turn the pages, because he wanted to put me in this place of writing. So I'm just humbled, I'm honored, I'm blessed, I'm thankful, and I want to, again, Nellie, ask you, do you have any final words, and then we'll allow everyone to get back to their days.
I'll say this, what you said on our header. Every new woman entrepreneur should read this book. This mentoring tool teaches entrepreneurs how to shift their perspective, release unproductive habits, better manage their money, and achieve balance through practices of self-discovery and self-care. I ask that everyone that's on this call, everyone who will receive a link, remember to practice the principles of self-discovery and self-care as you walk carefully and diligently through becoming an entrepreneur, becoming your better self, becoming his own individually for his glory today and beyond. Thank you. Again, I'm Minister Nellie Wosu, and I am pleased to be a part of the movement to cultivating not only my it factor, but yours as well. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Well, everyone, you've heard from the amazing Lisa Wilson and the dynamic Nellie Wosu, 2 of our authors. There are 14 of us. And if you have not felt anything in this 1 hour that we've been on the phone, then I need to come to your homes and check your pulses, because I am dynamically changed for today. I am definitely impacted, and even if I was not part of this book, even if I was not an author, even if it was not spearheaded by me, I remembered the girl that I was, the girl that I told you was listening to Legacy, the girl who was getting sick and not knowing why, and not knowing that because the job I was on was not in my it factor. I, Stevie Aisha Mills, needed this book and still need this book, because the journey is always going. The journey is always impacting. The journey is always just dancing to its own music, and I am so thankful for just the connection that God has placed these women in my life. So we encourage you to get the book, but we not only encourage you to get the book, we encourage you to get it for someone else. You are blessed to be a blessing, and then together you start becoming your own collaboration, you and all the other women that you are connected to, and the men too, so that you can use this book. You can take your highlighter, you can take your ink pen and use it as the manual. Create your own journey. Hugs and love, everyone. Make it a great day.